Hi everybody, Dr. Shadley here with Roots Chiropractic, and I'm really excited to be inviting Alicia Van Balen, who is the Regional Director for Pittsburgh, or South Pittsburgh, for BIRTHFIT. As a BIRTHFIT professional, I'm really excited to have her on here to be able to talk a little bit about BIRTHFIT and her upcoming series. So we'll just give her some time to get on here, and we'll invite her to the live stream, and then if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. So Alicia, whenever you get on here, I'll just add you to it. All right, let's see if we can get you added this time.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
All right. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on here.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So I was just saying that you are the Regional Director of South Pittsburgh for BIRTHFIT. And I think it would be great for people to get a little bit of an idea about, who you are and, what drove you to become BIRTHFIT.
Okay. Yeah, so my name's Alicia. I am the Regional Director of BIRTHFIT South Pittsburgh. I'm also a registered nurse and a BIRTHFIT coach and a CrossFit Level 1 trainer. I have a stepdaughter who is 12, and I have two kids of my own. My daughter is almost 3, and my son is just 1 month old. Let's see. I was introduced to BIRTHFIT when Amity, my almost 3-year-old, was about almost a year old. And I was looking more for what to do with fitness postpartum. I had diastasis at the end of my pregnancy, like all moms do, and it continued to be a problem until my daughter was a year old. I did see a women's health physical therapist, and she gave me some exercises to do to heal the diastasis. But I didn't have any direction as far as what to do moving forward. I had asked if I could just continue my regular exercise, and she said, yeah, you should be fine. I also jumped into exercise way too soon postpartum. I didn't take any time to recover and heal. So because I didn't have any direction, I continued to have pain and separation. So when I discovered BIRTHFIT, what I had learned through their postpartum online programming and what they recommend in terms of healing and stabilization for the core just made sense. And since then, I haven't had any problems. So I attended a coach seminar, and I learned that BIRTHFIT is more than just fitness. It is, for anyone that's not familiar, BIRTHFIT's an educational platform for those that are in the motherhood or parenthood transition. With our 4 pillars, fitness, nutrition, mindset, and connection, we aim to give moms and families all of the information that's available so that they can make educated and empowered decisions regarding preconception, pregnancy, labor, birth, and postpartum. But after I attended the coach seminar, I noticed that there was nothing in this area that kind of was all-encompassing like BIRTHFIT is. Mm-hmm. So I kind of made it my mission to become a regional director and just to bring this awareness and information to the area.
I think it's great what you're doing, because you're right. There isn't something that really focuses on that like postpartum period. I feel like it's such a misunderstood time, and it always gets pushed to the side. So many women that I see just have no idea to where to even start, whether that's with fitness or recovery or healing or any of it.
Yeah.
And so I think BirthFit has such great things to offer. And obviously you're the one that introduced me to BirthFit. That's why I went and became BirthFit professional. So thank you for that. But I'm so excited to see all the things that you're doing. And that includes a postpartum series that you have coming up, that's being hosted in our office, right? So I want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the series that is coming up, it's starting in just over a week on Sunday, the 24th. That's our postpartum series, Breath and Flow. And this is 4 classes over 4 weeks. So this particular series will be Sunday afternoons in your office, Roots Chiropractic. And it will be about an hour to an hour and a half long. It's ideal for moms that are 4 to 12 weeks postpartum, but really anybody in that postpartum period. So you could have children that are, years old and still benefit from this. We really focus on breathing and stabilization using our diaphragm. So we spend a lot of time on that, and then we work through the BirthFit functional progressions as well. And these exercises call on all of the muscles of the core to help us stabilize and start to heal postpartum. So that would be like our abdominal muscles, our spinal erectors, the diaphragm, and the pelvic floor, using those all as one unit. And this really helps to set a solid foundation for exercise after baby. So if you are, excited to get back to your exercise routine that you were, doing before you had the baby, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be running, CrossFit, any kind of like high intensity exercise, or if you're looking just to begin some kind of exercise routine after baby, this is also a good way to start.
Okay. So basically, no matter what kind of exercise you enjoy doing, this is going to be a great place to just be getting comfortable with your body again postpartum, learning how to engage the proper muscles and do things safely so that you can get back into the exercise that you want to do. But
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So is there anything else about that class specifically that you want to mention, or any other series you have coming up the rest of this year, things that you might have in the works?
Yeah, well, another thing that we do in this series, and it's not so much the Breath and Flow, as the original postpartum series, but we still do talk about the other 3 pillars, so nutrition, mindset, and connection. So there is some discussion involved with each class, and there might be like some homework, things for you to work on from week to week. So it's also good to start, that emotional healing as well as the physical. And it's just a good way to connect with other moms that are in the same phase of life as you.
Sure. Hi, Charlie. Thanks for checking in.
And following this series, so it'll be the week after this series ends. I think the last day of the Breath and Flow is March 17th. Okay. So that following week, we'll have the original postpartum series, awesome. Which is 2 classes a week for 4 weeks. And this is where we start to introduce weighted movements. So using things like a kettlebell or a barbell. And there is more discussion involved with the original postpartum series. Okay. So it's a little bit, I don't want to say intense because it's not intense exercise, but definitely more movement involved. And that one is if you have been given the okay by your midwife or OB to resume your normal activity. So usually about 6 weeks postpartum.
Okay, awesome. And is that going to be at Met?
Yeah, so that will be at Met Performance Lab, which is a gym that's on the south side. And I think that's going to be Tuesdays and Sundays, or Thursdays and Sundays. I haven't figured out the exact dates just yet, but it'll be one weekend day and one day during the week.
All right, that sounds good. Anything else you want to share about BirthFit in particular? I mean, for anybody who hasn't been exposed to it, most of the people that know you or that have worked with me have some exposure to it, especially like any of the pregnant or postpartum moms that I see know that the functional progressions are very humbling, and they're much more challenging than they look. And so they're great for teaching you how to engage the proper muscles and focus on your breathing.
Mm-hmm.
But for anybody who's never had the exposure to BirthFit or had never even heard of it, is there a way you would like describe BirthFit in like a very short, succinct sentence?
Let's see. I think I already gave my little elevator speech
Okay.
about it, but it really is, all encompassing throughout the entire motherhood transition. So if you are just thinking of starting a family and you're not sure where to begin, you don't know what kind of exercise or what, if there's a nutrition plan you should follow, um, get in touch with me. We can kind of get you started on that path. If you are anywhere in your pregnancy, even if you are due, any day now, there are still things that we can do to help you prepare for labor and birth. Mm-hmm. And postpartum is forever. So when people think postpartum, they might say, "Oh, well, my baby's a year old. I don't have to worry about this healing, the postpartum body and things like that." But postpartum is forever. So, even if your children are teenagers, there are things that we can do to help you, just for the rest of that journey.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, it's about self-care, right? I mean, the only way that you're going to be the best mom for your kids is if you take care of yourself.
Exactly.
So that's what we focus on. So yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning. I would like to just give a personal recommendation for Alicia. I took her prenatal series, which was stellar. I learned so much, and I felt like it really helped give me some peace of mind as far as everything that we're going through. So highly, highly recommend that. So I'm hoping you end up doing some more of those classes coming up this year.
Yep, definitely on the calendar.
Awesome. So I can personally recommend that, and that's a great course. So yeah, otherwise, unless there's anything else you want to share today, I really appreciate you being here with me.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I mean, if anyone doesn't already follow me on social media, you can find my Facebook page, which is just BirthFit South Pittsburgh. On Instagram, same thing, BirthFit South Pittsburgh. And my website is pittsburghsouth.birthfit.com. And my calendar is going to be updated soon with all of the series that I have coming up this year, just because of some, personal things, having a baby. For example, I haven't been able to exactly pen down all of the dates for the whole year because I didn't know what would happen with my birth. But the calendar will be updated so you can see, what's coming up there, and you can also shoot me a message through the website.
Perfect. And I will put the link in for that postpartum series in the comments here in case anybody's interested in checking it out, because I think it says to email you to register for it, right?
Right.
Okay. And Charlie said, Alicia, I need to do something. Let's chat. I need to get into shape before baby number 2. So
yes, Charlie, we'll be in touch.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alicia, for joining me. And
thanks for having me.
We're so happy. I'm so happy that we've managed to work together and you introduced me.
Me too.
So, yeah. Awesome. Well then, thanks you guys for watching, and you guys take care and have a great weekend, okay?
All right. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.